I was watching all of the posts and the shared WhatsApp messages and different things about this Satancon convention that's happening in the United States. Uh, Now, obviously, I haven't gone in and looked at it too much, because I mean, this is the American phenomenon, but it does seem to be causing or driving a lot of media in the Catholic world. And I was just there thinking, I'm not going to do a video on this. I'm just like, what, you know, these are people that are fumbling in the dark. Let's get attention, and it's a mockery of the Catholicism. It's a mockery of Christianity, and that's really what they are doing. How much actual power do they have in this world is whatever power people give them. But one thing that I was just thinking of, the actual evil that, that is in this world, is not at that Satancon convention, as much as I detest and hate that type of thing. The actual evil in this world is there are thousands of people that we are not able to show Christian mercy and love towards. At this very moment today, hundreds of kids around the world in different areas will die of hunger, will die of hunger, and thousands of kids will go to bed hungry. People will remember last year I met a priest from Uganda in Lochderg, and I asked him if there was anything I could help him with. He didn't ask me for anything. I just said, look, is there anything I could help you with? And he mentioned, look, well, in my village there's no water, that they have to go with jerry cans, with buckets, kilometers to open ponds where, kids get sick because they need water. And I said, okay, well, this is something we could look to do. And we put in a well in his village, a pump well, not an electric well, a pump well where people can go and get fresh water that's clean and that won't cause you to get sick. And that's just one tiny village in one area in Africa. If you ask me what is the greatest evil in this world, it's not that Satancon convention, as much as I detest and hate it. The greatest evil in this world is, for example, we don't look at at the evil of our not being able to have humanity and help those that are actually in need, either in where we are or in other locations. We turn a blind eye. We waste 20% of our food in Europe. Us Europeans, European Union, Europe, waste 20% of the food we produce. It gets thrown away, it gets discarded. That's simply a fact. Sell by date and off it goes to a dump. This happens. This is not and that is an evil that, we're able to do this in Europe, and at the same time we're able to let people go hungry in other locations. We're not able to have the heart to help those that actually need, to actually preach the gospel. So why we'll on our media, on our Catholic news, we'll escalate it up. There's a Satan convention. Please pray, and let's get out there and pray a rosary in front of this convention, which is all very well and good. But for me, the greatest evil is the fact that we're not able to see the evil that's in front of our eyes, the brother that's suffering in front of our eyes, the world that's suffering in front of our eyes. There's no cameras there, there's no news stories there, nobody really cares. If you were to go to some of these places, you will see suffering that you will never see, and the media doesn't care. But you dress some guy up in red, and you put him in a convention center in the US, and you say this is a Satan conference, and all the world's media seems to be fascinated in this debate. I just think people have lost where the real evil is. And the real evil is that we're blind to the needs of our brothers and sisters where they are. That for me is one of the greatest evils. And we think when we get to heaven, I do wonder if when I go before our Lord, and He says to me, yeah, and He says to me, "No, so Robert, did you defend me?" And I said, "Yeah, I went to that Satancon conference and I prayed a rosary, and I broadcast on social media, and I got all my friends to pray." And I said, "And what about the thousands of children that are going hungry, those that don't have food?" And you're living in a society where 20% of the food that is actually produced gets wasted, gets dumped. Isn't that one of the greater evils that that we'll be confronted with? Because at the end of the day, Satan, he's just so boring. He's so boring. I mean, really? People hold Satan up as if he was some way equal to God. You have God, you have Satan, you have heaven, and you have hell, as if these are realities that are equal, and not. Satan is a creation. He's insignificant. When I say this in reality, he is insignificant. The greatest evils in our world are not dressed up in red and have horns. The greatest evils are our blindness to the needs of others. So just this thought, and on that Satancon convention, what do I think about it? Well, that's really what I think about it. I think open your eyes to the real evils in this world. Open your eyes to where Satan is actually working. Not that it's not important. I do think it's very sad to see what's going on, ripping up Bibles and stuff like that. But where does Christ want us to reach? Anyway, just my thoughts. God bless you. Take care. Bye bye.